Good morning. Happy Thursday. So, this is kind of a first, and I hope that you all can hear me. I'm doing things a little bit different this week. So, instead of getting in the kitchen and showing you all recipes 24/7, which I know you like, I'm not going to discontinue that. I wanted to answer some of your all's questions. And so I've been asking for questions, and you all have definitely been sending some in, and I really, really appreciate that. So this week I'm going to start answering those. And the very first one that we're going to start off with is, does Trim Healthy Mama or following Trim Healthy Mama help with postpartum hormones? All right, so let me give you a little bit of backstory about me and my postpartum hormones. So I decided to kind of do this early while the babies are still asleep. Hopefully they stay asleep. It is getting kind of around their wake up time, and so hopefully I don't have to cut this short. But anyways, if you all are catching this, go ahead and comment #replay. And then if you have any questions regarding what I do, the Trim Healthy Mama plan, how I live that out as a lifestyle, anything, y'all let me know. I will be glad to get on here and answer those with you to the best of my ability. And if it's something that is included in my coaching programs, then I will absolutely direct you that way. All right, so this morning I have got my glorious cup of coffee, which is much needed after last night. All right. Y'all know that I am, at the time of recording this, I am 35 weeks pregnant, 35 and 2 days to be exact. And I spent a little bit of time last night in triage. I have been having Braxton Hicks for about 2 days, and they were pretty regular, and they kind of made me nervous. My labors are very fast. And so with given the fact that this is baby number 4, I was like, I live quite a ways away from the hospital, and I didn't want to take any chances because it's early, right? I wanted her to cook some more. And so I wanted to make sure that if it was early labor, that we got it stopped, right? But thank the good Lord above, it is not early labor. It is just Braxton Hicks, and my body's never done this before. You'd think after 4 it wouldn't have to get ready, but it is. Anyways, so it was a fun experience. So I am enjoying a glorious cup of coffee. It's just a cup brewed with 2 teaspoons of super sweet and a heaping teaspoon of collagen and some almond milk. Given the fact that we went in last night, we brought the kiddos up to my parents' house, and so we stayed here because they actually do live close. So anyways, I didn't have all my morning coffee fixins, but it's still a delicious cup of coffee. So y'all grab your own cup of coffee or what have you this morning and join me for talking about hormones and how Trim Healthy Mama can balance those. It's kind of a short conversation, right? But I just felt like talking this morning. So anyways, enough about what's going on with me. Let's dive into the question. So one of the questions that I have been asked is, does following Trim Healthy Mama help balance your postpartum hormones? And so I have had 3 postpartum seasons. As far as my Trim Healthy Mama journey goes, I started my Trim Healthy Mama journey in 2016. I had baby number 1 in December of 2017. Then baby number 2 in March of 2019. Baby number 3 in February of 2021. Okay? I've got one of them up, so somebody's coming. And so the first 2 postpartum seasons, my very first 2 postpartum seasons. Good morning, buddy. I will say that I had not I had all the excuses in the world, and so I followed Trim Healthy Mama during my pregnancies, and then when it came to postpartum seasons, I fell off the wagon. Okay, so for many of you all watching, I know this is a common thing, and we tell ourselves it's too hard. I don't have time to cook the healthy food. I don't know what to eat, etc., etc. And I told myself all those same things. So those 2 postpartum seasons were very rough for me, physically, emotionally, mentally, all the things. Then in 2020, when I hit rock bottom, my A1C was 5.6. I was miserable in my own skin. You all have seen the pictures, right? We took a family photo, a family of 4, and looking at that picture, I was like, okay, something has got to change. And I knew how to do Trim Healthy Mama. I just needed to figure out how to make it work for my season. So I decided to go ahead and do that, right? Like that was my turning point. And so I did. And so my 3rd postpartum season, you all, was completely different than my first 2. I felt amazing. I always had a great milk supply, which was one of the things that I was very concerned about, because every time I read somewhere, like, if you start to diet, you're going to lose your milk supply, etc., etc. So with my first 2, I was like, that's my main focus, right? That is my main focus. And so I always thought that I had to either choose my health or choose feeding my baby. And I didn't realize that the 2 could blend very well together. And so with baby number 3, I would definitely say that following a sugar-free, low glycemic lifestyle definitely helps balance your hormones, right? That's one of the reasons that we do Trim Healthy Mama, is many women do Trim Healthy Mama to help balance their hormones. When you balance your hormones, and that includes a postpartum season. Now, you're still going to have a little bit of fluctuation because, yes, it's hormones. Like, you have things going on that need to go on for that postpartum season, right? But supporting it with a healthy food diet is absolutely going to give you the best chance of having the most easy breezy postpartum season, right? And I'm not going to say it's easy breezy in all the things, but as far as those hormone fluctuations, as far as those big dips and, all of those things. So that is one of the number 1 reasons why people turn to Trim Healthy Mama, is because it helps balance hormones. And so it is absolutely going to help balance your hormones in your postpartum season. And I, thankfully, have got to experience that firsthand. And so going into this 4th postpartum season, I have 0 plans of going off plan. Trim Healthy Mama is my lifestyle, and I will eat this way till kingdom come, or till something changes, right? Like, if something were to change in my health, which I absolutely do not see, I've never felt better. And so, yeah, like this is it. And so I can't wait to share with you all, those of you all who have grabbed the masterclass on how to stay on plan during a short hospital stay. I cannot wait to share with you how I plan to do that, because keeping those hormones balanced is absolutely key. So one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to yo-yo and you don't want to fluctuate. And so spending 2 or 3 days off plan and allowing your blood sugar to go wacky for those 2 or 3 days, and then trying to get back on the wagon, is not ideal, right? And that's not what we want. And so one of the things to helping those postpartum hormones is to maintain your balance and to stay the course. So if you are following Trim Healthy Mama during your pregnancy, I highly encourage you to stay and figure out how to stay on track through your hospital stay, through those early postpartum days, because that right there is going to be what's key to helping you balance those hormones throughout your postpartum season. But if you yo-yo, if you go back and forth, if you stay on the train for, your pregnancy like I did with my first two, and then you just all of a sudden drop off and you allow your blood sugar to go completely wacko, like I did, then it's not going to help you support your hormones. So consistency is key if you want to balance those hormones during your postpartum season. So, all right, y'all, the doctor's office is calling. So I'm going to go take this. I hope this helps, and I hope that this gives you some encouragement that you absolutely can stay on plan. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys. Bye.